I'm almost back to, I'd say 90% normal in 1 week. 90% normal function, which is amazing. There was no question. And it's the best thing I ever did. Dr. Deuk was the best thing that ever happened to me. What I'm making is potato pancakes. Now, if you want to make any kind of a potato in advance, what I suggest you do, because it will turn black from the iron, is I have a drop of vinegar, a half a cupful of vinegar in that bowl. And when I put the potatoes in there, I won't be finishing this till tomorrow. When I put the potatoes in there, it'll keep them from turning black. That will neutralize the acid in your potato. You can do this with mashed potatoes. My pain in my neck was slow. Gradually it built up till one night I could not sleep because the pain in my neck, it was like both throbbing and pinching and burning. And I thought maybe when I was doing my gardening that I had, you can pull something the wrong way. So I had gone to my GP, my regular doctor. So he gave me a shot in the arm and a prescription for some painkillers and a muscle relaxant. And months went by and still no relief, no release from it. Then the doctor, my GP, sent me for x-rays. And when he saw the x-rays, he saw that there was the bone spurs and deteriorating discs in my spine. And he wisely said that's the cause was just wear and tear. As you get older, this just happens. And then to be safe, the doctor sent me for an MRI, which will show you even, the bigger picture. After seeing that, he told me the only way that I could make the pain go away is if he gave me some heavy-duty drugs, and that I will not do because you can't function anymore. I wasn't functioning very well at this point anyway. I like to dance and play volleyball in the pool in the summer, and I love to cook, and it already had started affecting me. I just dealing with the pain and being on the drugs, you don't function like you do. You just feel very tired, and because you have to concentrate so hard to say, okay, I'll deal with this pain. No painkiller is going to make this go away, believe me. It'll just ease it up. So then my husband and I, my husband on the computer, and he looked up a few doctors, and I went to the doctor before. I saw Dr. Deuk at the Deuk Spine Institute. This is the doctor before. And he wanted to give me some needles with steroids in them. But as I like to tell people, but I am serious. I didn't think the side effect of death was something I wanted to deal with. It's now really funny. And so I told my husband, we have to find another doctor. And I just didn't have any confidence in this other doctor. And if you feel that way, I would tell anybody, if you feel that way, find another doctor, get a second opinion. You should always do this anyway. So my husband looked up Spine and Spine Institute, where people would deal just with my problem. And we found the Deuk Institute. So the first time I met Dr. Deuk, and I told him about all my problems, and I don't think I saw him once without bursting into tears, and it just had taken its toll on me. Now this is this is now a year later, and this has been going on for a year, and it's progressively getting worse for me. The pain, they asked you what the pain is from 1 to 10, how is the pain? This is bring you down on your knees, grown man, to tears pain. So it would go maybe to a 7 and shoot up to a 10 at night, because by the end of the day, I was just so exhausted, just trying to deal with it, just trying to function like I do. And I just couldn't. It just hurt more and more. So I've never had an operation, ever. I've never been really sick, other than childhood diseases, I guess. So I was pretty scared. I don't know what a hospital is. So when I spoke with Dr. Deuk, you could see in this doctor that he's totally dedicated to what he does. He has so much confidence. It's like, it's not nonchalance, it's just confidence that he can just quell my fears that this is what he does, this is all he does. And he explained the operation to me and how it would be done, which was amazing to me, that it would, there would be an insertion here in my neck, which is healed, and this will fall off, and it won't leave a discernible scar. I mean, that's not what you would think if it with an operation like that. You would think it would be some huge scar, but it's just amazing, you know. It's with the new technologies, what they can do. Which I think that's what gives you a lot of reassurance too, that you know that, you know, you're dealing with the newest innovations, medical equipment and stuff, you know. It's not 40 years ago with a big butcher knife, you know. It's very comforting. Day of the operation, that evening, okay, I was ready to go home. I mean, it was just a miracle. It was like a miracle. The pressure and the pain was gone. It wasn't the horror, you know, night after night, day after day. It was not completely gone, but you are still going to have some discomfort. Discomfort is a 2 where pain is a 10. Okay, that's all I had. But I stayed in the hospital that night because my blood pressure went up. And like I said, I like to err on the side of caution. The next day when Dr. Deuk discharged me, first thing I did when I got home is I grabbed my pots and pans, and I don't care, whatever's in there, I'm cooking it. Because it felt so good. It just felt such a relief. So you see what I'm doing now? Before my operation, right now I'd have to put this down and go sit down on the couch and try not to cry about it, because it would start just from the motion and the movement and the turning my head or just holding my head down like this. The pain would start. You just can't understand how much I respect and appreciate what Dr. Deuk has done for me. He's given me back my life. Yeah. Oh, and I can do this too. That's the first thing I did when I saw Dr. Deuk in the hospital. And then I grabbed him and I hugged him. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.